Let's try now.
Can somebody who said we don't have audio tell me, can you hear me now? Anyone? So either no one's responding or they still don't have audio. Oh, yay!
Excellent.
Thanks, Nick.
I apologize. That was my fault.
No problem. Well, I guess we'll reintroduce ourselves.
Let's do that.
Since we were talking to nobody for a little bit there. I am Courtney Shaw, and here with me is...
Andrew Ingalls right here. We got Scott Dalrymple on the camera work today.
Hello.
And we're just getting underway in the first end. As you can see, we have Erin go Curlin against the wicked Pissahs, which I am reliably informed is a real expression from the Northeast. I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with that. But there you go. And Erin go Curlin throwing the Yellowstones, and they have the hammer in this first end.
I don't actually know what a wicked Pissah is. I think it's like...
It's really bad luck.
A statement of being confounded in something, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
Okay, so now that we have sound, I need to catch up with what's happening. It looks like we've gotten a lot more guards in play since I looked away. And red's still sitting one. Or not still, I think yellow was sitting one before. Hi, Keith.
Yeah, I think yellow promoted that red by accident into the forefoot, and it's well buried, so a lot of guards accumulating out front here, so...
And I suspect we'll see more guards coming from the red team, so...
I suspect so. So it could be a challenge in the first end here for Erin go Curlin. They're going to peel some of these guards off.
That's a pretty good decision, I think.
A lot of ice taken here for that shot, so not sure what weight they're planning to throw. We'll wait and see.
Yes! Yes! Looks like a good control weight.
Sweet! Yeah! Sweet!
So they may grab a piece of this. Yeah, they will. They'll move it over to center.
That center line is pretty heavily guarded at this point.
Yeah, they're not really a result that helped them there, just adding to the center guard collection.
Yeah, I think they certainly do have access to that yellow to maybe slash that in there to get rid of the red, but definitely not helping to access that red in the forefoot. I suspect we'll see another guard be put up by the wicked Pissahs.
I think so. This one looking a little on the heavy side.
Uh-oh, are they going to return the favor?
They're definitely drifting into the house here. Will they tap up? They will, but not quite enough to change the situation in the house.
Little tap. It's close for whose second shot.
Well, that yellow is now open thanks to the previous half heel, so an opportunity here.
Yeah, it looks like the call is just to tap up that yellow stone and get shot, which...
You like this call, Courtney?
Well, I think it's not a bad call, actually. There's so many guards in play. It's if you miss that slash, you're gonna have a hard time getting under there. Oh, this is over Curlin.
Oh yeah.
It's all over that guard.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was a good opportunity to get in there and make the tap, but unfortunately...
It was a bit heavy, too. I think she would have been disappointed and probably pushed her rock through the house. So maybe good to move some more guards out of the way, and maybe they'll luck out and get another shot at it with the next rock.
So I would expect the call for another guard here. Red will be quite happy to continue blocking this up at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think at this point they have a lot more options. They could potentially play a hit on that yellow. But if they were a little wide, it has jam written all over it. So
Yeah, absolutely. A dangerous shot to try.
looks like they got a little bit, maybe too much line on this guard. So there may still be, it's coming in a bit, but I do still think there's room to get through there.
Yeah, you may be able to get through there. You have to come with a little weight to get through there, that port. So I'm not sure if the angle is going to be possibly.
You could still play it with hit weight and play that slash instead of just the draw tat.
Yeah, that's certainly, yes. I think you're right. The angle is there. But this looks like a softer weight. I'm not sure this is there, Courtney.
I'm not sure either. I guess we'll see.
Sweeps on that immediately, probably thrown inside the line.
Oh, they're holding it. Oh, are they by? They are by.
Wow. They're actually going to get through to that red. Oh, almost. No, just catching their own yellow there.
They actually almost curled past their rock and tapped the shot stone.
Looks like red is still shot, but the yellow a close second now. So.
Well, these girls from the Broomstones Curling Club, I suspect they're probably used to some swingy ice. I heard reports at the dikes this year that the ice was quite swingy, so no stranger to curl.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's a good thing, I think. You know,
Yeah.
it's getting used to that curl. As long as you have nice, consistent curl, and that's it's very nice ice to play on.
But it's anyway. Ours is.
I'm not sure what the call is here, but I think what I'd be playing would be a through the center line tap out on that yellow stone. You could leave yourself sitting two, maybe even get a little flop to the inside, but she may be choosing just a guard.
Yeah, I agree with you, Courtney. I think coming from the center line, you definitely play that shot.
Yeah.
And it seems like there's low risk.
They haven't thrown a lot of rocks on that line, so I'm not sure if maybe she's just a little unsure as to how much curl there is there. But
Here comes the.
I guess we'll see what this is. Looks like a draw weight.
This is.
And also a bit narrow.
Yeah, this will be crashing to that pile of guards, I think. We may be able to get a rub off and lie a good center guard if they can get the right rub.
And they will get a bit of a tap. Yep. Plugs that hole nicely. So if that was the call, she certainly executed.
So a tricky situation now for Erin Go Curlin. Looks like they are second shot, but first shot still belongs to red, so and not a lot of access to the house now, so many guards out front.
Definitely not.
And not a lot of raise opportunities available either.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she's looking at here. I don't think it's wrong to move a couple of the guards around a little bit, and I think that's what she is calling.
Yeah, maybe just create some space for her last shot.
Yeah. Maybe she's looking to throw a rock right into that pile.
You could throw a double peel on those two center guards, but the ice seems like that's not what they're calling.
I'm not sure what the call is, so I guess we'll be finding out with the rest of you guys.
All right.
I'm aiming for like the one on this side of the.
So this is Leslie Gray, skip of Erin Go Curlin.
We have an Urban Dictionary definition of wicked pissa provided to us by Potomac Curler
Never touch that.
Wood, and apparently it is the way a person in New England would describe something as being really awesome. So it's not bad, it's good.
See what it does.
Looks like that guard peel was just a little bit wide. Oh, and we lost a rock onto the next sheet. There's all sorts of things happening.
So nothing much changed here for
Really wide.
for either team. Probably just see another guard thrown here.
No, yep.
Just trying to decide what to guard. I mean, so many rocks out front already.
Yes. They have all of the guards in play. And I don't really see, the only thing I wonder is, do you think that red-yellow guard combination might be queued up to play the nose hit on that red and run the yellow back into the house?
It's possible. I think you're very close to wicking that center guard. It's hard to see from this camera angle.
Yeah, I don't have a great angle on it from my seat. I think you might be right. I think it could. It'd be a tough, like, triple raise situation. But crazier things have happened.
Absolutely. Looks like Erin go Curlin just going to. Oh, excuse me, I got the wrong team there. Sorry, the Wicked Pissahs just going to. Some sort of guard here, like a tight guard, or maybe bite the top 12 here, prevent any kind of draw in this side. Seems to be the decision. This one looking a bit light. Going to struggle to get this one over the hog line.
In an end like this, I do tend to say, what can I throw that isn't going to hurt my situation? Because, you know, before she threw that rock, I don't think that Erin go Curling really had a shot to score. Only like a really difficult shot. So you just have to make sure that you don't give them a
if it doesn't
shot.
work,
Absolutely. And no harm done there, really. So looking at something outside on the wings here. But very difficult to get in there with any weight because of the guards. So
I am wondering if the ice is maybe a little slower than it was in the first game, because there are lots of guards in play on every sheet.
Yeah, it could be.
I'm gonna try.
Well,
Wow, yes, absolutely. You can't see all the sheets from the live stream here, but yes, there's a lot of rocks out here.
But we'll find out.
there's a lot of thought being put into this shot. Unfortunately, I think she may just have to sort of resign herself to give up this steal of one here, because
I think so. I would almost be throwing this one away.
Yes, for line. Yes, for line.
she may actually be trying to chisel that yellow on the left side of the house into the red. I'm not sure that she can get enough curl with the weight she'd need to move that red. It looks like she didn't get enough curl either.
But I suppose not too much risk in trying that, so it was worth a go. But so a steal of one for red there in the first
Pretty
end.
sure my husband's staring at the iPad on
So
that one right now.
yellow will keep the hammer going into the second.
I just heard the skip of Erin go Curling say something about her husband. So I don't know if her husband is tuned into this broadcast, but you should send us a message and give us your thoughts on that end, because I think she was thinking you may not have called the same thing.
And you can probably hear we have some ambient mics here, and we also have some mics that skips are wearing on both teams.
Are they mic'd up?
The skip of Erin go Curling certainly is.
Definitely hearing Leslie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I can see the mic on Robin.
So that's a nice little addition that we have. Allows us to hear the thought processes going on and teams making decisions. So line looks pretty good on this one, out of the hands, looking for a center guard.
It's hanging a little bit on that outside line. I think it's a bit heavy, probably be around T-line weight.
Does look like it's running into the house there. Absolutely, right on the T-line. There you are.
All right, where's that box? You sit on it, that's okay. If you take it out, that's fantastic.
The plan A and the
It doesn't
plan
have
B
to be
call.
too heavy.
That's
Just enough to tap it back a little bit.
All right, so looking for some sort of backache kind of weight here. Oops, a bit of a slip on
Yes!
the release, but Sweeper's working this one hard. Could over curl.
Come on, hard! Hard, 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 hard!
Sweeper's doing a good job of holding this.
Yeah, it's running pretty
Hard,
straight.
hard, hard.
They will catch a piece of this rock.
Nick
Tap it off the
Statlow. Apparently,
Nice
I'm
shot,
a little
Erin.
bit quiet. Something I'm sure anybody who's curled with me would thought they would never say. I will turn my volume up a little bit. I think anybody in this curling club would probably say that. I may not know them, but they know me from hearing me just in the warm room. So it looks like the call was for Robin Gustafson to put another rock into the 4-foot.
And it looks like a pretty good draw attempt here.
Yeah, this is looking really nice.
Very, very good shot there. So 2 good ones from the lead.
Good line there.
Same thing on this side.
So similar shot called here. Try and sit on these reds.
A little more weight's okay.
Use them for some backing.
Oh, Leslie's husband has chimed in. Good calls, bad luck. Yes.
Yes!
Well, it looks like we're going to have far less guards in play
Yes,
this
yes,
end.
yes, yes, yes,
Looks like
yes,
we're
yes.
bringing all the play into the house.
All right, up.
And I think Erin Go Curling will be happy with that. Don't want to get everything blocked up out front like they did in the first end. Leave themselves room to score.
That's a great shot. She didn't hang around in the house, but she moved both of those reds into the back of the house. Catchers, so if they try to hit this yellow, they're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, it's a pretty good situation right now. I think they'll be pretty happy. Not too worried about those 2 reds.
But the Wicked Pissahs are not falling for it. They're not going to hit that yellow. They're just going to put another one in the 4-foot.
That's a good call. I would be happy with that. Just not be worried too much about a single yellow in there.
This one looks like it's a bit heavy, and it's going to settle down in the back of the house with a little help.
Yeah, it's creating a bit of a pocket there now.
Come in and sit on these.
And that is going to be the call to come down to that
If you
pocket.
knock them back, that's okay too.
If you tap them back is skip,
Heavier's better on this one.
skip lingo for don't throw guard.
Always nice to have multiple options
All right.
for your thrower. This one does look a little
Don't touch
heavy.
it.
This is a
Oh,
little bit too heavy. In fact, it's going to sail right by.
just a touch wide.
And a lot of rotation on that one too, so
Ran
bit of a spinner,
straight.
so ran a little bit straighter. So a bit of a let-off there for Weston, so try to capitalize. Do something. I think they are going for the take it on the yellow this time. Looks like they...
She has a hole. If she hits it right on the nose, she should be able to put it right through that hole.
Oops. Bit of a slip there, but the rock's away and seems pretty online.
Nice control weight. It's really taking its time on that center line.
Let's see if they can avoid the jam.
It's curling a lot. They did get the jam. And now it looks like a lot of rocks that are very close for shot in the back of the house.
They require some measurement if nothing changes there.
Same weight is okay.
A lot of room here, a lot of backing to draw down to. So plenty of room to maneuver here.
No, it's got a curl. It's got a curl.
Sweepers
It's
were
got a
trying to
curl,
go
though.
on this out of her hand, but looks like the weight is there. I'd
All
like
right,
to
now.
see them come off a little bit and let it curl.
Yeah, weight looks pretty good, and it's starting to curl over now, so it looks like they'll come
Oh,
to the
they were right.
central line.
This is going to be a really nice shot.
Ah,
They got the finish after all.
We got it.
Very nice draw there.
We have the bottle anyway, so.
Oh, they really wanted to get it into the 4-foot because this is, for those of you on the web stream and didn't hear the announcements that we were privy to before the game, this is a special game. So anytime somebody draws to the 4-foot, they are able to take a wrapped box and they put it by their sheet. This is something I believe we've stolen from the Pittsburgh Curling Club. And if you, at a certain time, they've decided it's an hour and a half into the game, I believe, they will call it, and whoever has it wins it. So they really wanted to get it into the forefoot so that they could get that box.
Put something back over here.
Meanwhile, very nice takeout there, just played by Weston. Just managed to clip that yellow out of that pocket.
That's a really nice shot. Still have those catchers there, so she'll probably just put another one right in front of them. And in the meantime, they did remove one of those rocks in the back of the house, and now that yellow on the side does appear to be second shot. So, you know, it's getting closer to bringing that one in to be a counter. So I like this strategy a lot.
Yeah, I think they'll be much happier with the way this end is turning out. Everything got really blocked up early in the first end.
Oh no! I think this one's coming up a little light though.
I think so, and that's
all right, good sweep.
not the desired result.
No. Good try there from Jade Sharp. So Sal, who is your sister? I see someone named Sal in the web stream commenting about trying to pick out their sister. If you tell me the team, we can try to be sure to give you updates.
So trying to draw behind the center guard that was just accidentally placed there here. This one looking a little on the light side too.
They're getting sucked back into the million guards end.
Yeah, coming up a little light there, but Red won't be too disappointed with that, since they, without the hammer, they won't be too upset about plugging up the center as a plan B. Still, looks like Red is sitting shot at the moment, although it's close.
Come this way.
So, looks like the call is going to be to draw behind that guard they put there. They have a guard, they might as well try to use it. They have some catchers on this side, so even if she's a little bit heavy, she might be able to tap in off of that rock in the back of the house and roll in for a shot.
This one looking a little
Don't
heavy.
touch that.
And it's a little on the wide side, it's got to curl back.
Yeah.
All right, now.
Weight's coming off it.
Still
Will they get the curl they need?
has a lot of curling to do.
Go, 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 hard.
And that line out
Hard.
there does run a bit straight if
And
you
it
get
looks
out
like
there.
they're just going to bring it
All right.
close to the rings. It's not biting the rings, so.
Good try there.
So a decision for Weston here. They have they're sitting shot, but they are in the back 8, so maybe slightly concerned about that. Second shot goes to yellow.
So it looks like the Wicked Pissahs are thinking about just hitting out that rock. And I think that's a good decision. You are still sitting 1, but it's behind the tee. This one is second shot. If you get rid of this one, you'll be sitting 4. And that's a lot.
Sorry, it was way
that's
out
a lot
there
of pressure
again.
to put on
Sorry, it was
Leslie
way out
Gray,
there again.
so.
I just figured it would be
Yeah,
better
absolutely,
if
Courtney.
we ended up tapping ours up instead.
Sensible choice. Never nice to be lying 4 against for the opposition, even if they are behind the tee line. Never
That's
want
why
to
I
be
held them off
looking at
the
that
tee.
when your skips throw.
Rocks underway here. Uh-oh. I think she thinks she's a little wide.
But not throwing too heavy here, so looks like they have.
Oh, you know what? Maybe the call was the draw.
I think you're right, Courtney, yes.
I thought the call was the hit.
Well, the ice certainly looked like that, but you're right. I think it was meant to be the draw, but too heavy.
I'm not
Just a
sure if I
little
can see
heavy.
all of it, but if you give me like right around here, and if it's wide somehow and we pop that one out, that can work out too.
So Not sure what
I think she's playing the run
Curling are looking at here. Yeah, it looks like they may be looking at the raise.
Doesn't entirely matter which
She's
one.
got a lot of, or is she going through the hole?
Right, hopefully.
Yeah, good question, Courtney. With that ice, it doesn't seem right for the raise.
I think this may be a multi-option shot.
I think you might be right. That may work with, if you go soft weight, you're just looking to tap that back to T-line, perhaps.
I'd like to take something out.
Well, we will find out.
One of those back red ones. If it's narrow, hopefully it
Or
comes
perhaps
out.
they're going
If
for the
it's
straight
wide,
takeout through the
you can
hole.
get the left. I'm aiming for the right one, but
That's what it sounds like. We're just overhearing
Oh,
a
is she trying to
conversation
play
there.
the double through the
few
hole?
options.
I think they're at least trying for the takeout. Not sure where the perfect point to hit that rock is. Perhaps hit and roll over underneath.
Yes! Yes!
The sweeper is called on immediately.
Oh no, don't sweep that. Stop sweep.
But correction there, called out from the device.
She is going through the hole, and it's close.
And they're
She's
certainly going
through
to
the
take
hole.
something. And that is a very nice shot.
That is a great shot.
Nice hit and roll. Tap the second one back. Sitting two.
Sitting two, great
That was fun.
shot. Give her some thumbs up from the war room. She looks very surprised to have made that shot. Very pleasantly surprised.
It's totally
Very nice shot there from Leslie Gray. Skip. Erin go curling. Be a nice confidence booster.
I didn't
Yeah.
want to say it.
Now the last stone for Wicked Pissahs.
See if I make that the
I'm
second
trying
one.
not
Which,
to,
I have
not to
trouble
laugh
saying.
every time you say that.
I'm afraid I don't have the accent for it. I apologize. And so it looks like well, you've got multiple options here. You could draw in and rest on that, just freeze to that yellow in the back four. Or you could try and play takeout, hit and roll under. With that long center guard, I think you can't go with much weight, so we'll see what the call is.
This one looks like it's a bit out there. I'm not sure if she's going to get enough curl on this.
May end up coming down to the one further out on the left.
Nope, it's starting to turn in a little bit.
This could be this awkward cut in between. Well,
Ticks in for second
I don't want to touch
shot.
that.
it's not in a bad spot. That's quite difficult to remove without
Yep.
jamming something.
Yep, and I have stuff to promote.
I
if
think
it doesn't
Leslie's
quite
a little
work out,
nervous
so.
to play the draw on that side
No.
because she's afraid if she touches that red, she'll
Yeah,
lose her
I think
yellow.
that-
So I think
Let
she's
me-
going to try to go through the hole again.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe, or maybe it's either go through the hole or raise front yellows.
She's certainly not picking the easiest way to generate points here,
Just trying to draw.
but
I
she
don't wanna
made the
go
last
after that
one,
one,
so
because if I hit it
I
that way,
won't,
it's split
I won't
out
say
of there.
anything bad about this one.
Absolutely, if that's what she feels confident going with.
Nick Datlow thinks you could play the dead nose for three.
And if it promotes
From my
lines,
angle,
that
I'm not sure
should be
that
okay
there's
too.
a rocks width between them. What do you think, Bill McDonald? I have Bill McDonald standing next to me
got a
who
curl.
thinks
It's got
it
a curl.
might be there.
This one has to curl a long way unless
It's early in the game. I'm not sure I'd
maybe
try.
raising the outside one here. Looks like that is their plan. See if they have the right weight for that.
I'm not sure they have enough
Not
weight
much.
to make this raise, but
Good attempt, but just
close.
a little light.
Not quite.
All right.
Hard to judge the weight when you go that far outside, but looks like a single for yellow.
They're keeping a tight game.
So it's going to be one each as we go into third end. We will try and get you some scoring updates on the other sheets.
I'm with you, Nick Datlow. I think I probably would have played the draw on that side and tried to maybe tick it a bit through there. See if definitely was there for two, but not an easy shot for three for sure. So we have lead stones underway here in the
Looks
third
like it
end.
has 20.
This is Erin Klim.
Yeah, that's okay. That's good. Yep. That's almost exactly where I had to be.
Looks like I didn't actually see what the call was there, but if it was a center guard, it looks like it was a little heavy and over curled a bit. Certainly doesn't hurt to get some rocks in the house early.
After they posted the scores for the second. Sure.
Well,
So we'll have some scoring updates for you in just a few moments.
looks like that spot on the ice is about a bit of a magnet
thing,
for the
other
lead
side.
rock so far. Both shots appear to have over curled.
So it looks like, whoops, just going to split the house here. Lie 2.
Okay.
It's a
Looks
bit of an
pretty good.
unconventional delivery style she has. First time I thought
Yeah,
she might
alright.
have stumbled a little bit, but
No, that should be good. You
she,
can come off
she
that.
seems to have
You
worked
can come
that
off
into
that.
the
That looks
rock.
okay.
As long as you get the rock in the desired location.
Okay. All right, good call. Thank you.
I know a lot of good curlers with some unconventional deliveries, so.
Absolutely. Count myself amongst that number sometimes. So that one just biting in the 12 foot there, so but not second shot, so that means Red can be a little more aggressive here, I think.
Yeah, I think the call on this one is she's trying to actually tuck behind those rocks on the left-hand side.
Not much room to get in there. It looks like they're going to over curl.
No, it's curling a lot. There seems to be a lot of finish on that line.
This one's just going to come to rest. Just going to tap that one an inch.
Put something back behind this one.
Okay. Gonna draw behind the corner guard from Erin Go Curlin, second Erin Doherty.
So we're going to bring in John here, who's going to give us scoring updates for all the other sheets.
On sheet
Yes.
A,
Yes.
Lucky Charms as 2, Petersham 1,
Okay.
Team
Yeah. Up.
Dungan
Up.
0 after 2 ends. Sheet C after 2 ends. Virginia Monologues 3. Team Palat 0. And sheet D after 2 ends. Furman from the Ardsley Curling Club has 2. And the Curling Colleens from Philadelphia have 0.
All right, thanks very much, John. And back on the feature sheet, it is 1 each, and we're playing the third end. Hammer is currently with Red, which is Team Weston.
The call to draw behind that corner guard ended up wrecking on the corner guard and left an open hit for the Wicked Pissahs, who looks like they didn't quite get shot with the rope.
So it looks like attempting to draw behind this top 12 rock again. Still room to get behind there. A lot of red overlap guards accumulating on the left-hand side there. Maybe an opportunity to bump red into yellow and tap the buried yellow out.
Yeah.
This one's curling a lot. It may
Tap
wreck
ours
on
up,
the
that would be
top 12
fantastic.
rock.
Okay.
Give it plenty.
It will just glide to rest there. Maybe biting the rings. But creating a sort of staggered guard area to draw into if you choose to do so. I think it looks like that is what they're going to do. A little extra room to bury something here. This one really needs to start moving. Looks Looks like they're going to come up a little light. May just be able to bite the rings here, but no. They'll just come up. It's tight guard.
We'll figure it out.
So it looks like they're going to try once again to draw behind, but with that red now sitting at the top of the, just above the rings, it's a little more difficult. Got to take a different path.
Okay, I'm back.
I am very pleased to hear it. I can guarantee you that. So draw attempt coming up here for Erin Go Curlin.
I needs to curl.
Looks like she might have gotten a little outside on that one.
Now!
Sweeper's called on. Trying to drag it over.
It's curling
That's not me.
hard.
Keep sweeping.
I think it might be a bit light.
As far as you can get it to go.
You're right.
As far as you can go.
Going to be close, but I think you are right. It's a little on the light side. Squeak
All right.
just past the red, but I think shy of the rings, so interesting accumulation of rocks in the house here. Still plenty of room for hammer, so it looks like they are now looking at tapping that red into yellow here.
I like the idea of just moving those reds around a little bit. Right now she doesn't have good access to that second shot stone, but she's got 3 rocks in the house, so you might as well move them around a little bit. Try to open it up to get a shot on that second shot stone and maybe see if you can generate a multiple score here.
I agree with you. Those rocks not really helping them at the moment, so change the angles. Looks like they may look at just throwing maybe a hack weight into the one that's furthest to the rings, half a rock, and maybe bump out that yellow. Well, let's see.
And she has most of that stone. This is not a bad call. If you hit about half the rock, you'll also spill the red one in probably pretty close to the forefoot. So, and keep the shooter as well. So
Absolutely.
Another option to
yeah.
get rid of the yellow.
Well, let's see what kind of weight they're going to throw here.
They've kind of shied away from throwing hits, so I was going with the little bit lower risk option, but she's going for it. Looks like a control weight hit.
Looks like.
It's really hanging on that center line.
Looks like it could go straight through everything. And it will.
Bad luck there.
Maybe just a little on the heavy side for that shot. So, some thinking here for Erin Go Curlin. Tried to draw a few times into that hole without success, and now it's very tight to get in there. I think you'd be better off trying to promote that tight yellow.
A little more weight.
That may end up being plan B.
Yeah.
Let's see, stone's on its way. I suppose I should take back my statement. There is room there, plenty of room to get in and draw if you get the weight right.
Please don't touch that.
Oh no, this one's really hanging on them. I think they're concerned they may tap up. Oh!
Got a nice hole over there. Well, there we go. Very nice result there.
There's 2 ways to get in behind there, and that was one of them. And they fortunately actually hit the top red, so I think they were concerned they were going to tap up that second shot, and they didn't even do that, so now yellow is sitting 2. Both of them fairly well guarded.
We'll see what the call is now for red. Were they going to try and do their raise on that yellow guard, or are they going to try the same shot they tried before? Same ice as before. Multiple options here. Looks like they are trying the same shot as last time. This one looks a little less weight this time. But hanging again. And they are going to go for plan B here and try to take off that center guard.
Oh no.
But
disaster strikes.
Now yellow lying 3, so not a good result there.
I need something right in there. So bearish.
So Leslie very smartly trying to block up that hole. She's gotten a couple lucky breaks here, and so she really needs to clog that up.
We need to cover that hole. Big time.
Yeah, I think so. Leave Weston in a difficult position to make this guard. A lot of those rocks on the left-hand side just not set well for any
Line is
raises.
probably more important than weight here. Put over the hog line would be fantastic. Okay, just has to curl. Please curl.
So
She's very
bit of self-deprecation there.
She's very polite to the rock. Please, Curl.
Don't touch it.
Wholeheartedly
that's not
approved,
gonna-
but this is a little on the heavy side.
Oh no. It's not too bad. It doesn't really block the hole as much as I think she would have liked. But she is still sitting 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, just hung out there a little bit, a little on the heavy side. But still sitting very nicely with those 2 yellows buried on the right-hand side. What would you suggest here for Weston? You think maybe freeze to the top yellow? Then you get second shot out of that. Or it looks like they're thinking of maybe more weight. Good draw to the other side into the full 4. Try and get shot.
I think that would be an option. A very interesting collection of rocks in the front of the house.
Well, we are having a lot of rocks in play in this game so far.
Yeah. Richard Chin likes the tap. I'm not sure. I suspect he's talking about the 2 that are kind of queued up on the left-hand side of the house.
Possibly the just off center tight guard, the red.
Or that one. Yeah.
You could play the tap, but it's tough to get the
Or
line
it's
exactly
a
right on that.
Yeah. I think that's what she's going for, Richard, is just to try to get around that guard and see if she can take out some yellow.
Let's see.
This is a nice, it's kind of a down weight. I think this is a good rock. Just got to curl a bit for her. Oh, what a nice, oh. It jammed on the side. She didn't get shot stone, but a really nice effort there.
Yeah, really nice try there.
You know, and that yellow is in a perfect spot to set up the jam. Wow, she really squeaked that guard.
But I don't want to hit it with the right angle. Yeah, I think so.
The question is whether yellow is going to attempt to take that out, whether they can feel like they can get see enough of it.
Less.
I think it's a tough shot to clear past that back yellow with those the positioning of those guards.
I think so too. You could also just guard the situation. You're still lying shot.
Yep. I suspect that's probably what she's.
Try to hit it this time.
Yep, she said same shot.
I think it's a good call.
As in make my shot not hit.
It's a pretty risky hit.
Last thing you want to do is give a gift to your opponents.
At the end of the day, if the guard isn't made perfectly, she might be able to come in and get one out of this, but she's going to have a hard shot for multiple score here, so.
It's got to come back.
This one hanging a little wide here.
What the hell?
This one, again, I think is a little bit heavy.
Might be able to take this other yellow over a little bit. No, just an inch, but. So heavy again.
Oh, they're repositioning stones in the house. I'm not sure what happened. I think the word on the street is somebody kicked a stone.
Sorry, Mom.
That's a lot of stones in the house.
Indeed, Scott.
Absolutely.
Once again, it does appear on just about every sheath there are quite a lot of rocks in play. These ladies are not one for the hit game.
Hey, Jane, was I that wide?
So hammer coming up for Weston. Just have to decide how to get shot out of this, how to score. You could play the run on your tight red guard, but you risk jamming into your own top 4 red if you do that. Maybe tap up that red that's in the top 4, but can you get to it with the right weight?
I think you could potentially come through that outside. I don't know if the double is there, though. It'd be a really tough... You'd have to hit it pretty thin, and I think it'd be hard to stick the shooter.
I think so.
So it could be for 3 if you made it, but...
I think you risk you roll off, maybe roll off the top one. Well, perhaps you would be able to get both.
I think you'd probably stick around. She did play... Oh, wait, no, other team. I was going to say, it wouldn't be the first time we saw a double through a port in this game.
Certainly. We'll see what the call is. I would suspect the tap up is the...
Robin is wearing a mic, but it seems to be not working, unfortunately.
It's too bad. We don't get all the insights from inside the ice room, but we'll have to rely on what we can see. Always a worrying thought where I'm concerned. All right, and the stone is underway. And throw with some weight here. Just a backline sort of weight.
Oh no, looks like this one's over curling on her. Oh, that's a shame.
Looks like they were going for the little tap on their reds. Just needed to squeak by that guard. So it looks like 1 yellow from our pictures.
Still a very tight game here.
So red's going to keep the hammer, Team Weston, going into the 4th end.
I'm not sure if there was a single rock out of play in that end.
Ah, it's amazing, such a low scoring considering how many rocks there are flying around. So we're going to draw straight into the house here. Change things up a bit.
Okay, that's fine.
This one, I think, a little wide, and it's going to really end up close to the center line.
Let it do whatever it's going to do.
It's curling in nicely now. I like the optimism of Leslie Gray. It's going to do what it's going to do. And what it's going to do is be right on the button. Good thing they're already at the box. So,
Kind of excited.
They've had a few of those so far.
The tee, but there's a call for a center card there.
I believe it was. I'm not quite sure I understand this call. May have misunderstood the motion there, especially with that rock back button. So we'll see what the real call is. Looks like this is
She's gesturing to right at the top of the house with that rock, so...
Seems like that was the intention, but it looks like this one's going to curl off the center line. Be a little...
I heard a very wise person once say, nothing good ever comes from guarding your opponent's stones.
At least fighting would be nice.
Certainly. I hear you, Courtney. But the way that guard's ended up, that shot stone is still open. So looks like they're going to either draw a second one in or try to make their own center guard.
How's the weight on that one?
I think it's a little much for the guard.
So this one will also over curl.
Yeah. Yeah, if you can get it to tap off the other one, that would be kind of cool.
They may just rub off this though and make a good guard of it. Yes, they will.
Beautiful.
So now that yellow's still pretty well guarded. Not sure there's a gap there between those rocks. Certainly not one you'd really want to try unless you really had to.
Robin Weston is really contemplating what to do with this, and I can definitely understand she doesn't have a great. Oh. Robin is being reminded of the free guard zone. She can't
too
quite
early
play
to
takeouts
peel
yet.
there.
She can't peel her own guard if she is so inclined.
I think you could just try and play the freeze here down to that. Just draw it down to the yellow on the right-hand side of the sheet.
No, I had a question in the warm room, so if anybody in the chat box is, anybody who's listening is not an avid curler, the reason she called her front end, reminded her not to take out that guard is because in curling, the first 4 rocks of an end cannot be removed from play if they are left in outside of the house, so in front of the house. Those guards cannot be removed from play. They can be tapped around, but they can't be removed.
Prime example of that just happened. The yellow was tapped around, but it stayed in play, so no rules were broken.
And the question was posed to me in the warm room, does the free guard rule apply to your own guard? And as I was starting to say, it does not. You are perfectly allowed to take out your own guard if it's not helping you. So in that circumstance, if she wanted to, she certainly could have removed her.
Where is it?
The peel of shame.
Okay, that's
Yes.
good. That's good.
We affectionately refer to that as the peel of shame. Sometimes when you have a really good lead, you don't want another guard in play. And then if you come up a little light on your draw, your skip will ask you to throw the peel of shame. And I got a message from one of my teammates once, and she said to me, I was away and I missed our game, and she said that our skip had said to her, "I've got good news and bad news for you. You're getting really good at the peel of shame."
Certainly a mixed blessing there.
I'm not sure if Nick is still tuned in with us here, but it was Nick who said that.
It looks like red trying to draw down to this yellow now. That's the back button. You can get a perfect freeze here. But this one needs to curl over. It's trying, but I think it's going to hang out there.
It's just a hair heavy.
It's a pretty good effort, but yeah, just...
Oh, line
feet
was
too much.
perfect. Just a bit too heavy.
So now, nice tight center guard or in the top 12. It's also okay. Just guard that shot rock. So far, it seems like yellow a little more consistent with their throwing in this game. Erin go Curlin.
Yeah.
Just getting a few more rocks in play and in the right places.
I think they just need to warm up a little bit. They had a tough first end, but they've bounced back well, making some good shots here.
Just give them the commentator's curse here. That one just over curling. But they will get the
it's
roll
spread
off.
out to
Oh, look at that.
really close down that 4-foot area.
So a good calling by the skip there to make the roll work. Get the guard. So difficult to come to that shot rock now with those guards.
Yeah. I think she'd be wise to try to move those around. She's calling the draw around the outside of that guard, that yellow guard. I'm not sure she's going to get quite as much curl as she would like here.
I think you're right, Courtney. I think I would favor moving some of those guards over. The peel. This one thrown looks so wide out of the hand.
Is it heavy enough to get a little rub and roll in off that yellow?
I think it's light, Courtney. I think they're going to have to
Oh,
go
no.
just to get this one near the house.
Yeah. And I couldn't sweep early on that one. It was just not good line. I have a request for an update on the Colleen's match, which I believe is sheet D.
It is indeed.
Can I recruit John Lawrence to get us an update on sheet D? He's our score fetcher.
Sheet D,
Something like over here.
Furman from the Arts League Club has 3.
Is it over, guys?
And Curlin colleagues from Philadelphia are at 0 after 3 ends.
Looks like they may not have hung the score for the third end there yet. Oh, no, they have.
Oh,
You're
no,
right.
yeah,
Sorry,
it's-
I couldn't
No.
see the scoreboard.
And it looks like in their current end,
Never.
I forgot the other team. The not Colleen's team is sitting one. Richard says peels seem to be uncommon, and that is a very true statement.
It's Team Furman is the
Oh, thanks, John.
opponents. Something interesting also about that game, all 3 points have been stolen ends of 1 each end in the first 3 ends.
I'll say if you never have the hammer, then you win the game, right?
I guess unless they're all blank.
Unless they're all blank.
Unless they're all like, absolutely. So some thinking going on here back on our feature sheet. Have yellow still lying shot pretty securely. Lots of guards accumulated suddenly out front, so I think this would be a good time for some peels. Try and create some space.
A lot of Vice skip conversation as the Vice is about to throw.
Well, let's see if she can throw a heater and open up the front of the house a little bit, so so Robin can get a rock in there to score.
Yeah, it looks like the straight peel of this top yellow guard is the call. Maybe even get a double peel if you hit the right angle.
NBCC. Sheet C from, it appears that Sheet C is Cape Cod versus the Virginia Monologues, maybe one of my favorite team names. Oh no! Oh no!
Oh dear, so
Oh,
nose hit there. Leave
Tragedy ensues on our own sheet.
replacing the guard and taking out their own stone, a really unfortunate result. So yellow now lying 2 buried rocks and are content to just block up the front some more with another center guards.
She was really close to picking that shot rock out with that guard. That's a really unfortunate miss.
So center guard attempt coming up. This one looks a little narrow.
No.
I think this one's going to overcurl.
Yes.
And it's going to be very light too. It may not even make it over the line. Super's called on a little late there. Looks like they will just sneak it over, I think.
Okay.
Yep,
It's over.
it's over, but it's off center, so not quite where they were hoping to have it.
But it's over.
So I think another appeal might be in order here.
I think you would be right. The Ardsley Philly conversation. Ardsley has 3 and Philly has 0, and they're in the 4th end.
So it's a lot more thinking here going on. It's good to have these good conversations, but you do run the clock down if you spend too much time thinking over, and you do sort of get out of your rhythm.
Yes, our game is a little bit behind. Sheet C is just tearing along. They are.
Yeah, already in the 5th end there. Yes,
I
there.
have noticed that sheet has had about 50% of the rocks in play, as opposed to all of them, which seems to be the situation on the other 3 sheets.
Yeah, well, when with this many rocks come into play, it does slow you down. A lot of thinking to do, and you can start to overthink things, I think.
Yeah, I think her best bet is to probably play a hit on that center red and run it back into those yellows. Even if she just gets that top yellow off off of the center line and try to open up that shot stone, it would be really fantastic.
I think so, Courtney. It looks like that is what they're going to try. After some deliberation, that's the call.
There's some debate about which handle she's throwing.
I think I would like to come from the outside.
I agree.
That's unnecessarily putting other stones in play
Yeah.
here.
And you have that catcher guard on the other side, so you're definitely going to leave that shooter in play over there.
Well, they have gone back to the outside. This is a left-hander, so it's an in-turn. And
Let's
some
see if
weight
she can
required.
throw some heat.
Looks like that has plenty of weight, but I think that's been pushed out wide. I don't think that's going to come back.
No.
Just trying to throw it too hard, possibly. Just set it out there with the release.
I want to cover that. So I want to put something like.
So a good position here for Erin Go Curling. Always pretty happy when it skips throwing guards.
So, well, I can't do it from that way.
Richard Chin.
Okay. So I think right around here should be.
I'll be a good skip one of these days.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So here.
So they're just deciding on the ice here, I think,
Yeah.
where exactly they want to place that guard. A lot of ice taken, so looks like they want to block off that shot that was just attempted, the red rays.
And I hate to say that I may have told you
guard,
so,
the one that they just
but
if it
that guard on the center line is still that first one that
covering that hole,
was called for
Right.
in the beginning of this end.
Yeah, strange decision there at the beginning.
yeah. It's narrow, that might be less okay.
So Leslie just taking her time, getting ready, make sure it's a good one. This is quite a wide path, so
It's a lot of weight too.
yeah, you're right, and that is going very wide. I don't think this is going to come back at all out there.
Yeah, sweep it in.
Or it's gonna
It's
drive
going to end up
into
in the
the
house.
side.
Well, I'm not sure that was the attempted play, but
Hey,
it's a third counter.
It's third shot though. Puts a little bit more
It wasn't
pressure.
you. So if it's really wide. And
I think the wise decision now with yellow sitting 3 is probably just to take your medicine and draw and try to cut them down to 1.
Get second shot, yeah, I
Yep.
think so.
You give up 1 here, you live to fight another end. You give up 3 here, it's going to be a tough battle to get back in this game. So I do like the draw at this point. Sometimes you just have to realize when you can't score and just say, one's not the game. I'll get him next end.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it looks like, well, I'm not certain what they call this here. Maybe
It looks like the draw.
looks like the draw. But I would be tempted to draw through the center and get behind all those guards there and second shot that way.
Oh wait, this isn't hammer. Oh my god. I'm 1 rock behind. I thought this was hammer. I'd probably try that run back again.
You could certainly do that, but I do think it's if you know you're gonna draw on your last one, it's not necessarily. It's nice to draw on your first one too if you think that's a good shot. It means you get a little bit more of the draw weight.
Get a little bit of practice on draw weight. Looks like she might have been a little narrow on
I
this
think so.
one. And light,
Light.
I'd say.
Yeah, this
I
one's
think
gonna really
this may
struggle.
just add to the
Pile of
guard
guards.
situation.
It's a wall of guards.
They're really working to get it over the hog line, which I'm not sure was worth the effort.
Yeah, almost
Right.
worth just hogging that
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
good effort, but unfortunately comes up short.
Same shot last night. I'm throwing everything wide today.
So here's Leslie Gray with her last stone of descent. Just adding to the guards. It's a little wide on the last one, so hopefully make a correction here.
This looks to be a similar path and weight to her first draw.
Yeah, I think so. This one also right out there on the edge, all the way around that.
Very consistent.
And this, well, nothing else though.
Pick
It's
up
maybe
another rock.
Fourth counter, so in a way piling the pressure on. So don't think what they planned. Oh, it must run. When you get it out that wide, I think it runs straight and never comes back. So,
yeah.
But obviously wide of the broom there. Broom was not out there, so still a difficult position here for Weston. Have to make a draw, I think. At least get the second shot.
Well, it's a good thing she practiced that draw with her first one, right?
Absolutely. A little more weight required for the second one. Nick pointing out in the chat, you could get shot with your draw. That's certainly true, yes. The yellow is just back button. Very tough, but it is there if you get the weight exactly right. A lot of guards to negotiate. I think that yellow in the top 12 makes it very tough, but it is possible. And the draw the other way is now blocked off, so really no choice here but to come in this way.
It's a tough one. Definitely get second pretty easily.
Yeah, just need to touch the 8 for second shot, so not even touch the 8. And here comes the hammer. Key shot here. These are the ones where the skip earns their money.
This one looks like it's got some weight and rotation. I'm a little concerned it may not hit the brains.
Oh yeah, this one coming straight through. And that is going to be a big steal of 4 for Erin Go Curlin. A tough shot there, under pressure. Couldn't quite get the draw weight. And that opens this game wide open, so.
And now the painstaking process of clearing every rock from play again.
Can I update the other scores?
Oh, you're already on.
Oh, we're going to get an update, so I will hand the microphone over to John Lawrence.
Okay, 4 ends have been completed on all the sheets. On sheet A, Petersham 1, Team Dungan has a score of 3. And Lucky Charms has a score of 2. On sheet C, Virginia Monologues has a score of 3. Cape Cod 3, Team Palat has a score of 2. Sheet D,
Looks like it has plenty.
Furman from Ardsley has 3. And the Curling Colleens from Philadelphia have 2.
Yep.
All right, thanks, John. Scoring updates. We're back on our feature sheet, where it is now 6-2 after that steal of 4. Sorry, 6-1. Beg your pardon. To Erin Go Curlin. So a big lead. We'll look to try and keep things a bit cleaner now from now on.
The Wicked Pissahs are going to have an uphill battle. This game so far, not a Wicked Pissah, if I understand the definition correctly. What end? They are in the 5th end on sheet D, if that's the... That's for you, Raymond, if I'm thinking of the right sheet.
Drawing behind the corner guard here. But this one coming up a little light, just I think as a second guard, really. So once again, guards accumulating very quickly. See if either team can nail the draw behind early.
that more?
This one looks like it has a bit more weight.
Yeah, it looks close.
That looks like it's. Oh, all right.
It's coming in nicely. And then,
Yeah.
This one looking pretty good. By the guards. And into the top of the house.
Thank you.
Very nice draw there. Almost touching the forefoot.
oh, Mr. Furman.
So a good early stone there for Erin Go Curling. That's Erin Klim at lead.
Seems like we have a lot of husbands tuning in to keep track of how their wives are doing.
Well, thanks for joining us, guys. We have 56 people watching now. Excellent.
I think we lost a couple people left work.
It is Friday. Perfect time for curling. And this one over curling into those guards. No, be careful not to remove that red, which they did not. So, in fact, they split it. Both reds in the house now. And opened up the shot stone. So, pretty good result.
Yeah, Leslie's gonna throw up a guard because she's got a pretty good rock just outside the forefoot. And since takeouts have not been the MO of either of these teams, I think we'll see some guarding and action.
I think so, and I think it's a good call at this stage. You know, good top 8 rock. Want to keep that right where it is. This one looking pretty good. May over curl a bit.
I think it's in the house.
I think you're right, Courtney. It's going to come all the way down to that. Sit 2.
Yep. All right. That works.
Not a bad result.
Second shot's as good as the guard sometimes.
Absolutely, and that one seems to be fully buried, so not sure if you can make a double because the guarded one is slightly higher in the house.
It'd be a tough double for sure.
Looks like they just go for the takeout on the open one. Well, here we go.
This is a nice down weight hit. I think they may need to get
I think they need to get on this straight away. Yeah, it's already over curling here. Oh, that one is really gone.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot of rotation on it. It just kind of took off on her. Oh, and it does also appear to be a bit light.
Yeah, so just not quite the required weight there. And that one's actually hanging on the back of the house.
Well, there you go.
Try it again.
This is how big ends get started, right?
Absolutely. All you need to do is raise double takeout on those yellows. And,
That's all.
All is well. Yeah. So a guard attempt again here.
Needs to come back.
Just need to get a little less weight than the previous one. Looking a little on the wide side too.
That's perfect. That's
I think
perfect.
they need to bring this one a little bit more, but they're keeping off it.
Shot, Erin.
Content to put the guard on the center line. Not sure if there's a gap there to get through to those rocks. I think there is, but you have to throw very hard. Not sure that they're going to attempt that. Well, they may be attempting that.
Peeling the guard?
I'm not sure, Courtney. They may be trying to go straight through everything, and peel guard would be plan B. But a lot of weight required. And maybe just a draw here, judging from that weight.
This does appear to just be draw weight.
Whoops. Well caught there by the sweeper. Almost a slip. By just ticking that center guard. And rolling in. So 4 reds gathering the corners of the ice here.
Is it over? It's over, right?
Yellow won't be too concerned about those.
Going on this side.
If anything, that guard's been improved slightly by that tick, so.
Yeah.
So
Is she drawing another one in there?
I think this is another guard.
Of course it is.
We will see from the weight. Yeah, it looks like it. That one looks quite light, though. I think they need to
Let it curl.
get on that one
Let
straight
it curl.
away.
All right, yeah, tweak it then. All right.
I was actually speaking with Jane Sharp, who just delivered the stone that we are currently watching. And this is her second 5 and under event here at the Potomac Curling Club. I actually played her in the Raymond Kaiser when it was here.
Oh, did you?
Several years ago. And it was her first 5 and under event, and we played them in the first game, and we had a good game, we'll say that. And so she remembered me from
So are you maybe slightly rooting for them?
Yeah, they're very nice. Nice girls. At least Jane's super sweet, and I remembered her because she was also wearing pink back then, and
signature look.
Yes.
Well, once again, a lot of rocks in play.
And a skirt. All right, that was before I had my curling kilt.
So this one coming up light.
Oh no!
Going to add to the center line guards. That is not helping red at all.
No, it is not.
They have struggled a little bit with the way they've a lot of accidental guards so far this game.
Yeah. That's tough when you need to get some points and you're blocking up your draw lines.
So Leslie Gray will be pretty happy with this situation. Very content to just continue guarding. Seeing two well buried.
Yes.
Not concerned about those red rocks at all. This one also light. Gonna struggle to get this one over. And it looks like a second hog stone.
Oh no!
And she'll be disappointed with that.
Oh, poor Jane.
It's really unfortunate. Nobody likes to see that. You're trying to throw a high guard, so you can get a little tight with those. You don't want to accidentally throw, a 3-4 and mess everything up, and you just take too much off. So the last of the vice rocks coming up.
So, I mean, there's still access to the 4-foot here. This end is not a complete loss. It'd be really great if the Wicked Pissahs could just get one in that 4-foot. It seems to be eluding them.
Yeah,
hopefully this one has a little bit more weight, but it seems like it was a bit narrow out of her hand, and sweepers are going hard on it.
At least hopefully move those guards over, create some space. Yeah, so that's not a bad result there. Clearing
probably
things
would
up
have been a bit much weight in terms of the draw, but it does open things up a little more for them.
So I suspect a center line guard will be called here.
Uh-oh, we seem to have some gripper mismatching and confusion.
Oops.
Line more important than weight.
You want to write down the team names and the scores on this before you go on the air. So then
it's hard in a women's bonspiel. I'm used to there being a lot of men around when I play, so it's easy to find my gripper because it's the smallest one. But it's all women around. There's a lot of tiny grippers.
Oh.
Say one gripper is very similar to another, if you ask me.
Except some of the people on this team seem to have very fancy grippers, pink and purple.
Certainly have colorful ones.
Yes.
So Yale's still line 2 here, and really the situation has not changed much since the second stones. So so another guard will be coming up here, I suspect, for Leslie. Still something happening with the grippers here.
Line is more important.
But
well, I got to back them up on this. I'm like I have 2 left feet if I try to sweep with my gripper off, sleep on my slider foot.
Oh, I relate to that very well. Usually results in a huge spill when I try that. So feet firmly on the ground for me.
I'm getting a little bit better because I'll take it off thinking it's my turn and then realize I have one more to sweep.
In forced practice, yeah.
Yeah, forced practice.
So this one looking pretty good. Just going to come to rest at the top, just above the rings. So nice shot there. Found the guard weight.
It's a great guard.
So really a sticky situation here for Weston.
It's not good.
Have to start looking at possible raises. Really difficult to get at those 2 yellows. Not a lot of raisable rocks either. May be able to promote on the left-hand side as we look at it. There's 2 reds out there.
Yeah, somebody took the
Only the whitest one seems to be available. Also attempt a run takeout with the yellow center guard, but very difficult. And of course you're running a yellow in, so
That's a bad angle to get around to the left side of it and hit it off toward those rocks.
yeah, very true.
I'd love that shot, except I'd be concerned about the jam on those side reds. It looks like that's what she's going for.
It's hard to see a lot better options at this point, so at least if nothing else, you peel the guard away. And
the tap on that outside red is really tough to try to get the right weight and line to tap that into the forefoot. That'd be a really tough shot.
yeah, absolutely. So it looks like we're going to see some weight here.
There's some interesting broom holding position going on with the Wicked Pissahs vice, Kelly Peterson. Just limbering up for
Oh, this one
the rest
very
of the
wide
game.
of the broom here.
Hey, she may tap that. Oh, no.
I think it must have just been a slip there. That one did not go in the intended direction.
That was a hair wide.
Just a bit outside.
So a little unfortunate. Probably lost balance there. Some they were trying to throw it too hard.
Speed wobble.
Speed wobble, absolutely.
Look, this way? I think this way would probably be better than going
So many guards out front here. It's I suspect they'll throw another, but the question is what to guard.
Yeah.
Perhaps just try to guard any raises on the left-hand side of the sheet.
I think she's actually guarding the center line rock. The guard.
Take away any chance of a raise takeout.
Yeah.
You could still, you also have, it's very difficult, you have double raise with the 2 reds tapping into the forefoot area, though I think I would prefer to try the one on the outside. Both very difficult.
Pass to Curl.
Well, here it comes. It's definitely a guard. No matter what happens here, it's going to be a very difficult shot left for Weston. So really
curled a little bit, but still think that run would be pretty tough. I think she's got to look at that corner promote.
I think so. It seems to be the only available way to score, even with the run takeout. Chances of lifting all of those rocks very slim.
So she actually did manage to remove 2 shot options with that guard. The double raise is no longer there, and if she did want to play that slash of that center guard.
Yeah, that's now even tougher, yeah.
So it's actually an expertly priced guard.
Yeah, pretty good shooting there from Leslie. Good thinking. So it looks like the promote is the call here. Not really any other options. So probably have to throw this a bit harder than you expect because things seem to be a little slow out in the wings.
Not a lot of ice being taken, but they do run a little bit straighter out on the wings. But I guess we'll see if this is enough ice.
I think it may be a little on the tight side. I think you're right, but we'll see what kind of weight they try. Just want to chip this in, probably half a rock. And it's away. And this one a little wide of the broom, I think. In fact, it's getting perilously close to the sideline. I think it may even cross the sideline there, so No, it stayed in play, but I don't think it's going to do anything for them. It's a tough shot there, though.
I think the weight would have been good, just was not quite the right line.
So it looks like another steal of 2 there for Erin Go Curlin. And this game really getting away from Weston now.
Yes, it's going to be a tough hill to climb. We're having a inquiry for updates from the other sheets. John Lawrence, do you want to take it away?
Yes. With 5 ends complete on sheet A, Lucky Charms has 4, Petersham 1, Team Dungan has 3. On sheet C, also 5 ends complete, Regina Monologues 3, Cape Cod 3, Team Palat 3. Tie game. On sheet D, Furman from Ardsley has 5, and the Curlin Colleens from Philadelphia have 2. With 5 ends complete.
Thanks very much, John. So some tight games going on the other sheets. This one, Erin Go Curlin running away with it. It's now 8 points to 1. Most of those stolen points. So a tough day at the office for the Wicked Pissahs in Weston.
Indeed.
So we're on the 6th end now. Lead stones coming through now.
Oh, I was confused for a second because I didn't see the Yellowstone, and I think Leslie has maybe very wisely started throwing her rocks to the house.
Yeah, this red coming into the top 12. So
when you have a 7-point lead, having all of those, well, maybe it wasn't on purpose because she does appear to be calling a draw with this one.
Well, maybe still with now that the red's in play, not wanting to waste an opportunity.
That would be great.
So it looks like trying to bump this one.
Is this a hit? Oh, I think this might be a hit.
I think so. If they've got the weight, it's starting to curl off.
Curling a bit.
They'll catch a piece of it.
Oh no!
Just bump it over the center line.
8 foot.
At least the shooter hangs around, so. A lot of rocks in the house over on sheet C. Looks like yellow line 3 at the moment, which I believe is the Virginia Monologues.
Yes.
So,
yeah, they had a really good setup going at that end, and now they have, Virginia has 3 in the 4 foot. This could be a good score for them.
looks like it's down to skip stones over on C there, so they're still in the, no, sorry, they're an end ahead of us, I think. They are playing the 6th end almost complete. So back on the feature sheet, that red just coming up short. Tight guards, but not covering their shot stone.
Take it out.
So I'm going to call for the takeout straight away. Quite a lot of ice here for a takeout, so really nice to dinosaur, maybe bumper weight, hack weight. What we're looking for. Just like quite a lot of weight.
Down, maybe control weight.
I want just a little
She was pretty close
rotation
to
on
the
that.
broom, so I think maybe just a little bit too much ice taken for this hit.
Just flying by there.
That had a ton of weight. Wherever she found that weight, tell her to keep it.
I get the impression that was a little bit more weight than Leslie was expecting.
I think so. So just not matching the ice to the weight there, I think. But so an opportunity here for Weston to get some rocks in play, put some pressure on. But a lot of catching up to do. This one hanging out pretty wide. She's pointing the broom at the center line as wants a guard, but this one is not going to get over there. It's going to come all the way behind. There will be another rock in the house. And in fact, you bury a corner of it.
Get the box. Where's the box?
Try to sit on that one. If you knock it out,
Or does it have to touch the button? I don't hear
I think it might be draw the button for the box.
If she knocks it out, that's okay too.
It's tough.
So trying for the freeze here. Not an easy shot. But even if you freeze to the top one, that's not terrible. So we'll see.
Yes!
Weight looks pretty good from here.
Okay.
Wow, they're continuing to amass rocks in the forefoot on sheet C.
No, that's good.
There are
Oh, wow.
currently 6 rocks in the forefoot. It looks like yellow may be sitting 2, which is Virginia monologues.
It looks like it. And they're taking a close look at those rocks.
Good sweeping, guys.
Really an incredible number of rocks in there.
Yes. I think this is the most rocks they've had in play all game.
So red sig 2 now.
So freeze came up a bit. Was it a bit short? It looks like it might have tapped off of that top
Yeah,
red.
just a little narrow, so it rolled off that first red.
So they're going for guard now. Looks like it's not going to quite cover the shot that they were hoping. Oh, it's coming in.
It's trying, but I
Might
think...
have covered just enough so that, no, looks like it's mostly open.
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm at a bit of an angle.
it's available to be tapped back, that yellow.
Right on the nose would be good.
Yeah.
If it ends up over here, that's okay too.
All right, so just calling for a soft weight here. Either tap back their yellow or rest over on that red.
Yeah.
If you can just tap those reds behind the T line, then... Oh, this one very narrow. Straight away the sweepers on this. Could be on this red guard.
I think it's a bit light, too. May just tap this one in.
Not what they wanted at all there.
Well, the yellow still outcounts it.
So still 2 red, but the yellow third shot, but that is available to be taken out. But they're not looking at that. They're just guarding it up.
Heathwood, I do not know what's in the box. It is wrapped, but it's about the shape of a bottle of whiskey. I don't know. I doubt that'd be what
That's
it is.
suspicious.
It's probably wine. This is a women's bonspiel. If it was a women's bonspiel being run by me, it'd be whiskey. But this is a women's bonspiel being run by Linda Kirkman, so it's probably wine.
I couldn't possibly comment. So it looks like maybe they did decide to go for the takeout after all, after some discussion. So looking for some weight here. Judging from the broom position.
It'd be really great if she could chip that yellow out of there and sit 4. That'd be a fantastic shot. It's totally there.
Absolutely, it really applies some pressure.
I've seen a couple of these, you know, it's really tough when, you know, you're a newer curler and maybe you're a little bit more comfortable with the draw game, as obviously these 2 teams both are. And then when you try to switch tactics, you know, you get a big lead and you think, well, I've got to start hitting things, and maybe your team doesn't play the hit game quite as well.
Oh.
And, oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's one way to
Nice
do
rub.
A little redirect. Well, we won't hold that against them. Whoa, the warm room has erupted.
A lot of fans in here.
We won't hold that against them because I seem to recall a couple ends ago, Erin Curlin had a heavy draw that whipped off of a guard and rolled right behind, heavy and wide, and then rolled right behind a guard. So
You make your own luck, they say. So, a very, very nice result there, but
it's really hard, you know. You try to switch tactics and hit things, and maybe that's not the shot that you're more comfortable playing, and you know you you get some breaks out of it is what's happening.
Yeah, you're right.
In this current situation, now we have a potential and seemingly unlikely comeback.
It is hard. Sometimes you're better off maybe just continue to play the game that you're comfortable with, even if it seems like you should change.
There's definitely some other Broomstones curlers around here cheering on the Pissahs. And I will say they seemed like very nice ladies when I was first sitting down here. And I've been told by a clubmate of theirs that they have been known to enjoy a drink or two.
So it looks like a guard attempt coming up. This one a little wide. He's going to have to do a lot of curling to get over to the center line. May end up being in the house here. So this one just coming into the top 12. May even be counting fifth shot there.
Was that your second one?
Ahead of that yellow.
Oh, that was your second one.
So big problems here for Erin Go Curlin after a really good game so far. Have to shift some red or get something in there.
Enough to get it through there, but
so they're looking at the draw here, not interested in playing weight at this point. I think I would try to play some weight on my first one and leave a draw for the second one.
Well, it is kind of a tough situation for them because there's no good guards for her to hide behind. So,
well, that's a mess.
Trying to get a couple of them out of the house would definitely be in her favor.
Not
it looks like they are going for some sort of draw here. Try to get, if they can get to the button, then that's obviously ideal. Very difficult to get there. There is support available. But that red rock is fighting the top 8. There's not a lot of room. And this one narrow, I think, out of the hand, so. This one going to.
Looks like it's pretty nice weight. It's just over curling. It's going to come to the nose of that rock, and it's just biting the 8 foot.
Yeah, that is not going to count against any of those reds, maybe, except the 5th shot. So at least 4 red at the moment, I think.
Wow.
Still.
Unfortunately, I think this may end up being the last end for them. What time is it? Yep, it's 5:59.
Do you know we have
actually,
a time cutoff for this draw?
There is a time.
5:59 is the cutoff.
So does that mean they get one more, Scott, or do
yes,
they? Okay,
I believe
they do.
They get one more as long as they're playing at 5:59. So.
But it's already.
They should get one.
They
can finish the one they're on and start one more.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So they will get one more end. So for those Virginia fans out there, or Virginia as the case may be, you will be happy to hear that the many rocks in the 4-foot end turned into a score of 4 for them. So they have taken quite a lead at 7-3 after 6 ends. I know we have some Colleen's fans out there, and it would appear that the Colleen's are still behind. They haven't hung the score from the 6th end yet, but Ardsley was throwing through the house, so I suspect that means they took a few. It's currently, after 5, it was 5-2. So they probably have a pretty good lead going at this point.
Farman scored 1 in the 6th, and now it's 6-2.
Oh, okay.
So last stone coming up for Leslie, who does not have the hammer in this end. And a really tricky position here. A lot of red in here, and no real obvious places to draw a rock into.
Three.
Probably looking at
one more scoring update. Sheet A, after 6 ends is 5-3 in favor of Lucky Charms.
Maybe looking at playing some weight into their existing yellow, but hard to see how that's going to move more than 1 or 2 of those reds.
At this point, I think she's just hoping to cut them down. With a 7-point lead, she fortunately can stand to give up a few here, but it certainly would be nice to limit the damage. If I were her, I might be inclined to come around the guard that Robin Weston just put up sort of in front of those rocks and see if you could kind of squeak one in there into the forefoot. I think that line is there.
There is support there. It would be a tough shot, and maybe flying so many against, you really just want to move some red out of there.
Yeah. I think she's looking at coming down with some weight, trying to maybe hit the one that hit her rock in the house, get rid of that third shot stone.
I think you're right.
Squeeze in there for third
I'm
shot.
just trying to make this less depressing right now.
I don't think they'll be able to touch the rock and back button, so definitely still be lying at least 2 against after this shot.
If it hits the one where her bring is, that's okay too.
She's got a lot of options she's laying out for the front end on, and I think they all end in, let's just try to get a red rock or 2 out of the house. Oh, some weight.
I think so. Definitely a lot of weight thrown there.
It's pretty close to the broom. Oh, but it's curling.
Gonna take something out here. And that does not change the situation.
Oh. It took out her own guard. Or not her own guard, but
still
didn't change much.
No, it looks like 4 red at the moment, with the hammer still to come. So, barring a complete disaster, it's gonna be a big score for Weston. We'll be right back in this game.
a score of 5 would certainly help the situation.
It would. Just need to touch white.
Just been one of those ends for Erin Go Curlin, just not quite stringing it together. A few missed hits. Suddenly a pile of red in there, and just it's amazing how quickly things can go wrong. But you'll still be ahead with the hammer, so just gotta brush it off. Forget about that end. I frequently have to do that.
An end to forget.
I get very good at forgetting about ends.
I sometimes forget whole games.
One more.
Oh, a bit of a slip there from the skip.
Looks like she's got a lot of rotation and a lot of line, and I think a lot of weight too.
Yeah, this one going to the sideline, I think.
I'm afraid with that much rotation, it's probably not going to come back and not going to come down.
Yeah, so a bit of a missed opportunity there, but I think it will be 4 red. Can't be absolutely sure from our camera.
Yeah, it looks like 4. Yeah, 4.
So they'll be looking at
They're
needing
taking
a
a
steal
look.
of 3 to tie this game, but they're still
making
debating.
sure. But it looks like 4. So Erin Go Curlin will still be 3 up with the hammer, so still in a very strong position. Just need to forget all about that end. But a good score there for Weston. That'll be a nice confidence booster.
And the Wicked Pissahs seem recharged after scoring 4, so maybe we'll see a good aggressive game, good aggressive end to finish us off and see if they can maybe steal their way back to an extra end, maybe.
It's certainly been done. this is going to be the final end of this match. We're under a time constraint here in this draw. So Erin go Curlin with the hammer. 3 ahead. But momentum definitely with the Wicked Pissahs.
I think only one of our 4 games out here on the ice is going to make it to an 8th end, and that would be the Sheet C game, which is the Virginia Monologues versus Cape Cod 3. And that one has not had an update since I last told you. 7-3 is the score after 6. The other 3 games, this will be the last end for all of them. And there haven't been any score updates since the last time we updated them.
All right, up.
With all those rocks in play, the ends are a bit slow to.
Yeah, it didn't look like it was gonna go.
Slow to play out, and it takes some time to clear all those rocks from in play.
Absolutely,
so they're getting a little behind. So very wisely, the Wicked Pissahs start off with the center, a little off the center guard. Erin Go Curling is opted to draw behind the guard, which is good. Get one in there early and try to beat them to scoring position. It looks like the Wicked Pissahs tried to follow him in, but it does appear that they over-curled a bit. So Erin Go Curling going to put another one into the house, maybe get one into the forefoot.
Yeah, and I like this. I think, you know, last end they got caught with without any rocks in the house, and after they missed a few, they were really chasing. So I think want to avoid that. Just revert back to what they were doing so well.
Yeah. Erin Klim looked like she had a little bit of a stumble on that delivery, and looks like we're just over the hog line, but not in a very helpful position for the girls.
Yeah. Seems unhurt though, just a little disappointed. Well, we've all done that.
Yes.
So, chance here for Wicked Pissahs to make something happen. A lot of ice taken here, so perhaps trying to draw behind that yellow in the 8 foot, but difficult shot. Not a lot of room to get in behind there.
Yeah, I think once you get out a little bit more, it does tend to flatten out and you're not going to get quite as much finish. Though that one does seem to be taking off.
Yeah, it did curl a long way, but just not quite the weight. So ended up guarding things up, just not what they really need at this point.
Draw. Yeah.
Well, I should say they do want guards, but they need to be guarding their rocks.
Oh, they need rocks in the house first.
Absolutely. So
we're joined by the peanut gallery of Richard Chin.
Oh, it's got a curl.
So this draw really has to curl. I think it's set a little bit wide out of the hand.
That looks good.
He was enjoying the stream so much from home, he came to watch the end of the game in person.
Yep.
This one
Keep going.
not finishing the same way the red did, but nice draw.
Nice shot, Erin.
Top 4. Don't think it's protected by the guard.
Nope.
So they will call for the
I think you can definitely, even with a down weight, be able to get a little bit of an inside roll and sit behind those guards.
Looks like it, so hit is called. They would love to get that roll here.
A little bit easier for their lefty second. Oh, sweeper girls. Hard. Oh, no.
Oh, just past the guard.
They got it. Oh.
But a little overroll there.
Oh.
A good try. Just a little too much curl. Sweepers had to be on that all the way.
Yeah, a lot of times the sweepers give up at the guard. They're like, oh, we're by. Shot is made. And,
yeah, you have to keep your focus, keep going all the way. So Chance to just replace that rock, bury it a little more.
It looks pretty good, actually.
Oh, and we have one game coming off the ice. It looks like it was handshakes, and the Colleens did not pull out a win against the Ardsley team.
Well, this one looking pretty good. Just a little on the light side. Had an excellent line, but just not quite enough weight to get into the house.
Leaves room for the Wicked Pissahs to get one in behind the guard.
And now to start getting rocks in good places soon, needing to score 3 here just to tie it up.
Yes.
Do you know if we have an extra end here if it's tied, or do we do a skip straw?
We do have an extra end in the case of tied.
Our first draw yesterday, there was an extra end, I know. Linda Kirkman's team.
So it sounds like there would be an extra end in that case. But things looking pretty calm here at the moment for Erin go Curlin. Shaking off that last end. And
oh no, another guard.
This is much more typical of most of the ends we saw in this game. A lot of guards accumulating out front. Both teams struggling with the weight a little bit.
Up here's okay.
So now Leslie Gray will be happy to protect her single shot.
Oh, Leslie Gray's husband informed us that her game went to an extra end yesterday. She's had some nail biters in this one.
Well, still looking pretty good in this game. They would love to avoid the extra end this time. And a good chance of doing that. So this is looking for a guard here on the right-hand side of the sheet. As the throwers look at it.
Make sure it's over.
I think the strategy is now changing for Erin go Curling, and I think the call was for a guard on this one.
I think so, but
oh, it didn't make it.
Another hog stone there.
I think she kind of thought there's so many guards, she might as well just make sure they can't get into the 4-foot.
I think so, and a bit of a missed opportunity there. There's been a few of those this game. But not easy to draw into the house. There is room on the right side of the sheet to draw behind everything.
I'm not sure what the final score was in the Ardsley-Philly game, but it was Ardsley that won out in that game.
Yeah, sheets A and C are still in play, along with sheet B here. So taking their time, think about the shot here. Looks like they want to use some of these red rocks out front.
Try to run back one of the guards and maybe get shot stoned. It's not a bad call. If they can make it, they certainly would be sitting 3. So go big or go home. I like the attitude of these Wicked Pissahs.
It is a long run back, but got to make something happen, I suppose. Tough shot. Just as likely to take out your own red there, but like you say, go big or go home. Gotta make something happen. Trust that you can make the shot.
They're kind of running out of options, so they haven't had much luck with that out-turn draw that they've been trying. So
I expect to see quite a lot of weight here.
wow, and we do have a somewhat tight game on sheet C. Cape Cod did take 2 in the 7th end. They are going into the 8th end. I'm a little surprised that they. Oh wait, no, that was the fast-moving team. They are the one that was going to get 8 ends in.
Oh, this one looks very
but
wide.
The Virginia team is up 2 with the hammer, so I like their odds at this point.
So this one really throwing wide there.
Oh no!
Just replacing their own stone.
They should have swept that roll. They might have actually got it for shot.
Almost got shot stone out of that, but I don't think that was the intention. certainly had the weight, but just pushed it out there, I think.
Had a ton of weight.
Want to draw? Fighting right as
So I think it's a sensible call here for Leslie Gray. Just go for the out-turn draw.
Yeah, she said the guard's okay too. Certainly would shut down that side of the house to draws because we already have one whole side closed down.
This one on the narrow side.
All right, up,
May be able to promote their own yellow here.
Gonna need it. It's gonna need it.
They need to sweep it though if they're going to do that.
Yep, let it. If we cover that hole, that's okay too. Yep, let it go.
They could have swept that one to make the promote.
All right.
I think she was more interested in getting the guard out of it.
Yeah, they seem pretty happy with that result. So, but there is still room to draw, although it does make things a lot more difficult. It also opens up that front yellow. You could think about a double of some sort. Very difficult, but if you could double both those yellows out, you would be sitting 2 red.
There's a lot of discussion going on about what shot will be called. I'm not sure they have a ton of options here. I think, was she trying to play the slash with her previous to slash that red in and pick the yellow out? I couldn't really tell what the shot call was.
I wasn't sure that shot was there, Courtney. I thought the guards may have prevented that, but maybe it is there.
When we get the ace,
Hard to tell from our
we're
camera
back to
angle.
yeah, it's not an easy shot.
No.
I think you'd have to throw a bullet, and you'd probably lose this one as well, the red.
I thought they were trying the red raise, but it is possible to do that slash. I think you're right, but very difficult.
I do think you could still squeak a rock between those 2 yellows to draw one in there.
And I think so, but it doesn't look like that's their
That is not the
call.
call. This wouldn't be 5 and under curling if we took the easy way out.
Ah, wow, absolutely. I'm not certain what they have decided at this point.
You got the right one this time.
Looks like they are trying to make a play on some of these red guards. Perhaps playing a run again, but it has to be a double run now with that second red there that's being moved over.
Yes. Something's going to happen. That's what my husband always says.
Something is definitely going to happen. This one also very wide though.
Again.
And really spinning. I don't think that's going to come back.
I think actually nothing is going to happen.
And indeed, contrary to our expectations,
Oh.
nothing happened there. And I am as surprised as you are. So unfortunately, just
Sometimes nothing happens is wrong.
Yeah.
Now something happens is wrong, and nothing happens.
just
Nothing
trying to throw it
happened.
too hard. I think you get into that mindset. I've got to throw big weight. Got to move a lot of stones, and you really push your envelope. You try to throw it too hard. I do this all the time myself. You
Spoken
really
from experience.
absolutely. You want to throw a
indeed.
peel. You have to remove everything and.
Yep. There's an awful lot of shots that can be made with control weight. It certainly helps if you can throw the up weight, but if you know where to broom yourself, you can make doubles with down weight.
No, I absolutely agree.
Just have to hit the broom. When I was playing in in the Child's Bonspiel many moons ago, my lead, whenever I'd ask her to throw a hit, she would miss the broom by a mile, and I had said to her one time she threw a draw through the house, like all was just a draw, and she threw it through the house. I'm like, this is all the weight you need to throw the shot that I am asking you to throw. If you hit the broom perfectly, I know you can throw it.
Absolutely, I think it's important. Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of shots get called, know, tap this back, because if you think it's a draw, it doesn't get in your head so much.
I think that is true. You can get it into your head. It's takeout. You really have to throw it hard, and it's not necessarily the case.
Yep.
And so here, I'm not certain what the play is here. Probably trying to guard against those raises that are being attempted. Already very difficult raises, mind you. So I would have been tempted to make a play on the other side still, because there is still room to draw there.
Yeah, and it's her own guard, so she has no risk if she taps them in.
Absolutely.
She really, I think, wanted to guard up that side of the house, though, and try to prevent the other team from drawing in there.
I think so, but this one also
got a little wide.
It's going to hang around in the house, but not helping the situation.
Or there's that.
So this is the last rock for Robin Weston. She needs to somehow be sitting 3 after the stone comes to rest. And I'm not sure there's an easy way to do it.
Yeah, it's hard to see any shot here really, except maybe that double raise.
That double raise, I think, is her only option at this point.
And it doesn't look like they're looking at that. So
Is she trying to slash the yellow guard over?
Possibly, but I don't think the shooter's going to roll in, unless she's thinking you could rub it in off that guard somehow.
What the hell?
But maybe just running out of options here. Just hoping for the best.
Why not? If it happens, I'll cry.
Richard thinks she's playing the in-off. I might disagree, but she may accidentally play the in-off.
Stone is underway, and certainly hit weight, but this one looks like it's, no, it will get past the guards.
I've never seen a vice come out of the house to help sweep a hit before. I'm just going to say that. That was some quick movement.
Well, it was a little down on the weight, but it looks like they've not managed to get rid of that shot stone. And I think that is the game. So we've got some handshakes here on the feature sheet. That will be a win for Erin Go Curlin.
Yep.
It's them to their 3rd round of the A event. And hard luck to Team West End from Broomstones.
Some interesting shot calls and tough ends, but interesting ends.
Yeah, a lot of rocks in play, a lot of exciting ends. So good on both teams for that.
Anything can happen in ladies 5 and under curling.
So we still have 2 games going on. Both of them almost done.
Yes. Actually, it does look like they were getting an 8th end in on sheet A as well. It's a close game. This one actually could go to an extra end.
Hey, you like it?
Scott, any chance we could get the camera over onto sheet A for the last rocks?
Yep, let me do that now.
Thanks, buddy.
There we go. There's a look at the house.
Yellow has the hammer, but it does appear that red's got several rocks in play. I can't actually see the house from my angle, so.
It does look like it's 2 red at the moment, sitting
2 red
in top 12 and the back 8. And
a yellow out on the
And I have no idea what yellow is throwing now. It looks like
it's the first of their skip stones. And
it's a draw of some sort, but I'm not sure what sort. Oh.
And they've moved some guards around.
I'm not sure that helped them that much.
I don't think so. So it's a tricky situation here. Red trailing by 1, but sitting 2. Yellow does have the hammer though, so they will have the last chance to make something happen.
There's a good overhead shot of the house on sheet A. From this angle, it looks like red has 2.
Yeah, it certainly does. And only 1 stone left for each team here, so 2 will be enough for red to win the game. And just To remind you, on sheet A here we have Lucky Charms playing yellow, and Petersham, Petersham I think it's called, is playing red.
And the Lucky Charms, I believe, are from the Chesapeake Curling Club. Not too far away.
And I think it will be a guard of some sort for red, for Petersham. Although Broom is very far out there on the wall side sheet.
Not sure.
Not certain what they're intending there.
I might be inclined to try to loop one around the outside of that corner guard.
Possibly.
And see if you could sit 3. If you could do that, you'd be in really good shape. Right now, they have a pretty reasonable shot to take it to an extra.
Not an easy draw available for Lucky Charms.
No.
So it's already a difficult position.
Yeah, and here's...
This does appear to be a guard of some sort. It looks like it's pretty short. Oh gosh, don't try to sweep that. Oh, wow.
Looks like they
She's
will.
gonna she's helping.
Wow. You don't see the thrower help sweeping their own stone very often, but there you go. So
I don't generally recommend that. Oh, apparently it's Peter's ham.
Ah, yes. I'd heard that and I'd forgotten. So thank you for the clarification. Peter's ham. And it is the hammer just to come here for the Lucky Charms. Gotta outcount one of those reds. I think the top red is available to be taken out. That would at least get you into a tie. Don't see an obvious draw path or an obvious way to get to the rock at the back of the house.
So what is the call here?
I'm not
Is
sure,
she
Courtney.
trying to hit? Maybe is she trying to hit that center line one?
I think so.
Maybe run it back.
If you can get to enough of it to run it back, that would be ideal. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell from our angles whether you can do that. But at least take that one out. Looks like you could get to the nose of that top red. Oh, but this one is going on to the yellow guard.
Oh no!
Oh no!
And they steal the win.
And that will be a win for Petersham, stealing in the last end. So that was a tough shot there with Hammer. So tight game all the way through there on sheet A. So that leaves us with just one game left. And we're on sheet C. And only 2 stones left.
They're putting another one in the house here.
And this is Cape Cod 3.
Cape Cod is
Going red.
Cape Cod is currently sitting 1 and has just now drawn a second one into the 4-foot. On the skip's first rock, Virginia tried to take out the one that they were sitting and flashed. So not sure what the call is here. It's a lot of ice for the hit.
Looks like maybe just try to draw it down. They're leading by 2, so
definitely a hit.
just need to concede 1 here. This one does look heavy. And I don't think this is going to work in their favor. Nope, maybe. Yes, looks like they will be able to chip this. Oh, yep.
It's okay though.
That's good enough.
Oh, and she even, good for her. Yeah, yellow was up by 2 either way, but I think they're sitting 1.
So a nice shot there. And it looks like that will be the win for the Virginia Monologues.
Yeah.
And
They're pretty close to here, so I'm glad they pulled out a win on that one. Some of the members of that club come in and join us for leagues here.
Well, that is the end of our draw. All the games are complete, and they'll be prepping and getting ready for the next one. So there's going to be more curling very soon.
A whole lot of 5 and under curling action. We'll be signing off for now, but if you check back with us in I think about 15 minutes, you'll be able to catch the next game. And unfortunately, I don't know what that is, so I can't tell you, but I'm sure it'll be great. So
Thanks for joining us, guys.
have a good evening, everybody.
Bye-bye.